Those who are insured may be underinsured such that they cannot afford full medical care, for example, due to the exclusion of pre-existing condition or from high deductible or co-payments. In 2019, Gallup found while only 11% reported being uninsured, 25% of US adults said they or a family member had delayed treatment for a serious medical condition during the year because of cost, up from 12% in 2003 and 19% in 2015 for any condition. 30% reported delaying treatment, up from 2024% in 2003 and 31% in 2015. Various the Department of Health for HMO. Today it is common for commercial insurance companies to have HMOs as subsidies and for HMOs have insurance as subsidiaries, and the static license for HMO typically different from that for an insurance company. At one time, the distinction between traditional indemnity insurance HMO and PPO were very clear. Today, it can be difficult to distinguish between the product offered by the various types of organization operating in market. The blurring of distinction between the different type of health care coverage can be seen in the history of the Industrial Trade Association. The two primary HMO trade associations were the Group Health Association of America and the American Managed Care and Review Association. After merging, are they were known as American Association of the Health Plans. The primary trade association for commercial health insurance was the Health Insurance Association of America. These two have now merged and are known as America Health Insurance Plan. A major trend in employer-sponsored coverage has been increased premiums, deductibles, and co-payments for medical service and increasing the cost of using out-of-network health providers rather than in-network providers. Trends in public coverage. Public insurance cover increased from 2000 to 2010 in part because of an aging population and an economic downturn in the later part of the decade. Funding for Medicaid and CHIP expanded significantly under the 2010 health reform bill. The proportion of individual covered by under the Affordable Care Act, RAND Corporation and similar fundings trend in private coverage. The proportion of non-elderly individuals with employer-sponsored cover fell from 66% in 2000 to 56% 2010, then stabilized following the passage of the Affordable Care Act. Who who work part-time less than 30 hours a week la- were less likely to be offered coverage by their employer than were employees who work full-time, 21% versus 72%. This is important given that the uninsured rate for Americans is still high after the advent of the Affordable Care Act, with a rate of 10.9% or 28.9 million people in 2019. Not only is this because the ACA does not address gaps for undocumented or homeless population, but higher insurance premiums political factors, failure to expand Medicaid in some states, and ineligibility for financial assistance for coverage are just some of the reasons that the social safety net is required for the uninsured. Most people who are uninsured are non-elderly adults in working families, now low income families, and minorities. Social safety net hospital primarily provide service to these populations of uninsured. For example, California's public health care system are only 6% of the hospitals in the state yet provide care for 38% of all hospital care of uninsured in California. 123,000 of which are homeless and 3.6 million of which live below the federal poverty line. One way in which the US has been addressing this need for a social safety net other than formally state recognized safety net hospital is through the advent of free clinic. An example of a federally qualified health center, a free clinic for in addition to medical expenses insurance. Health insurance may also refer to insurance covering disability or long-term nursing or custodial care needs. Different health insurance provides different level of financial protection, and the scope of coverage can vary widely, with more than 40% of insured individuals reporting that their plans do not adequately meet their needs. As of 2007, the share of Americans without health insurance has been cut in half since 2013. Many of the reforms instituted by the Affordable Care Act of 2010 were designed to extend health care coverage.